Welcome to the Magnet video series for May 2021. In this edition, we're going to look at workflows utilizing Magnet Enterprise. I'll show you how to go from Magnet Field to Magnet Enterprise Cloud, from Magnet Enterprise Cloud to Magnet Tools, to Magnet Survey, and even to Civil 3D. Alright, so when we talk about the workflow and what this means, what this looks like, we're going to keep this simple. Again, when talking Magnet Field, we want to focus on the five components, the five things. And when we talk about this specific workflow, the highlights that I want to hit is the simplicity. Number one, I do not have to exit out of Magnet Field to take advantage of Magnet Enterprise. Inside a field, I simply go to Connect Enterprise, log in or connect to my enterprise account. I connect to the project that's part of my secure company environment, or I create a new project. Now this can be set to be done automatically as soon as I boot up. So number one, the connectivity portion is very streamlined, very easy. So we've gone out and we've collected all of our survey data. Now we want to upload this to Magnet Enterprise. So the transfer, again, we're not having to exit out. We're not having to open up another program or another application or email and try to find files. We're going straight from Magnet Field to Magnet Enterprise. So I'm connected to my project. Who do I want to send this to? Or does this simply go to my project inbox? And then I'm going to tell it to upload the current job. So here's my job, and I tell it to upload. Magnet Field does the rest of the work. So when we talk about those top five, we're talking about not having to shell out. We're talking about not having to browse for the correct file to attach, or worrying did we get things or how did we name these, because we're going straight from Magnet Field to Magnet Enterprise. Now when we look at this in the enterprise environment, we're going to go to the web browser on the computer. We're going to do our login. We see the map showing me, in my case, I have 9 different projects scattered about. I could also come over to the projects section and look at the projects here in the list. So my railway survey, for example, that's the one we're working on. Here's the file we just uploaded. So number one, again, simplicity. I log in, I go straight to the project, I go to the folder, and I see what's there. Number two, project naming. We don't have to worry about what these were named because they're all time and date stamped. So I don't have to change the name of files. I don't have to create multiple files with different names so that we're correctly uploading data and not overwriting things. Okay, I'll go to my folder and then I'll tell it to render the job data. So here's the 3 in my list of top 5. I don't have to be a CAD technician. I don't have to know AutoCAD. I don't have to know Magnet Office Survey. I don't have to know how to do anything. I am now seeing what my survey crew did in the field without having to know how to draw or process this data. Now what I see in my case is these guys needed to pick up more topo here. So this is another reason that Enterprise is so important and so powerful, is that I can come in and create a red line to tell my crew, hey, you need to get me more topo data in here. Red line name, add topo data here, assign it to my railway survey job. Red line was saved successfully. Now what that means to me in Magnet Field is, without having to do an extra push, without having to do anything else, my field crew can connect in the field and see this new update. So in Magnet Field, again, we'll go to the map, and there is the area that needs more topo. So the survey crew has had a chance to add the additional topo data. Again, we go back to the data transfer to Enterprise, go to our project, and we're going to upload the current job. Upload the file, and then we wait. Again, I don't have to worry about renaming or creating multiple copies of this file, because the way these are stored inside of Magnet Enterprise is they are time and date stamped, so nothing is overwritten. I can go back and pull at any time when these files were uploaded. Coming back to Magnet Enterprise in the cloud, here's my file. We'll tell it to render the new version, and here is the added topo data. So again, when we talk about these, focusing on not everything that Magnet Enterprise can do, but focusing on those 5 things that are most important, with the biggest one being, I don't have to be a survey technician to come in here and look at this data. Now, when we talk about the workflow, again, we can take this into Magnet Tools if we wanted. So Enterprise, I can connect to that same project, Railway Survey, connect. And once connected, I have the options to download and upload files. So I'm going to download files from my project. There's my Railway Survey, time and date stamped. I want the latest version, and import this into the current project. I can import it to a local directory if I want. I'm simply importing into my project. We're going to use all of the coordinate system and projections and geoids set in the field, and here is our data now inside of Magnet Tools. Now let's continue that simplicity and look at this inside of Magnet Office. Inside of Magnet Office, we would do the same process. Cloud connection. I'm going to log into Magnet Enterprise, and then connect to my project. So Railway Survey, connect. Exact same interface as we just saw in Magnet Tools. Same options, uploading, downloading, and converting file formats on the fly. We're going to download from our Railway Survey. Again, I want the latest. I can save a copy to my hard drive or simply import into the project. Go ahead and draw all of these points using the projections set in Magnet Field. And there is my data. What we're focused on is the simplified workflow, moving data from field to office in a very simple fashion. Now, maybe Magnet Survey isn't what the customer needs. They're not interested in Magnet Survey because they already have their processes established inside of Civil 3D, for example. So this is one of the other benefits that we can show, which is the ability to install the Topcon Ribbon on top of their Civil 3D license. So if I have a customer that's using Civil 3D and we want to show this workflow, all is not lost because we have this Topcon Ribbon. Just like we saw in the other environments, we can connect to the project. All of this looks the same. So this is another beautiful piece, is that it's consistent whether we're in Tools, whether we're in Magnet Office, or whether we're in Civil 3D. I have upload and download options, as well as import and export options, and the ability to connect to Magnet Tools. What I want to do is download the railway data, same exact file, same exact options. Go ahead and download. Now, I do not have my point code set up in Civil 3D, so this isn't going to be super fancy or super slick like we just saw inside of Magnet Office. but the data is imported. If my code libraries were set up and I had all the feature codes established, we would see these here inside of Civil 3D. In the meantime, we're seeing just the view of the data here. We can see the points are here. I can double click on them, get the point information, point number, what's there, whatever. Okay, so we can connect this directly to our Civil 3D license. And if we add things, so let's say I come in here and I want to, we're just going to draw a few shapes. So we did some work inside of Civil 3D. We now want this to go back out to field. Maybe we need to stake this out. We would upload to the railway survey. Upload. So that now if we go into Magnet Enterprise, we go to our railway survey. Here is that DWG file as well. Okay, so I could send that from here to Magnet Field. I hope you found this month's Magnet video helpful. I hope you found new excitement and new ways and new information for utilizing workflows and utilizing Magnet Enterprise in your current workflows for transferring data from field to office and office to field.